I was listening this past week to a colleague, Pat Miller, in the Idea Collective, and we were talking about the end of the year and next year. And gosh, how few days, especially how a few business days are left. And if you're like me, it starts to feel a little overwhelming, and you're thinking, oh my gosh, how am I going to get this? But then at the same time, you're thinking, oh, I want to start the next year off to a good start. So I thought these questions that we talked about in this question might, in that meeting, might be relevant to you as a small business owner in your practice as well, because I know many of you are focused in on end of year goals. But here's two things that we talked about and questions that I posed to you as you're thinking about planning. First, the one that we probably typically think about is like, how do we want to end the year? But not just from a goal of revenue, a new client perspective, because I know that's laser focused on all of your minds of wanting to hit your goals and coming to the finish line with that. But in addition to that, being very mindful of, as a business owner, how do you want to use this time around the holidays? Um, where do you want to spend time for you? Are you completely taking time off and spending it with your family? Are you working and taking some time off? How do you be present and intentional with what you want to be using your time for during this time of year that doesn't come, but once a year, right? Let's be real. This time when everybody is off to a degree for at least a few days, how will you use it? And that was really meaningful to me too, because if you're like me, I'm like, well, I block my calendar, but if somebody asks me if I'm meeting, I may not say no. It's a good time of year. But I want to be able to do some things with my daughter, but she may not even really want to hang out with me, and my husband will be working. So it's kind of there, but then what happens, right? You end up just working the whole time and not really enjoying it and taking that time to recharge maybe and come back and be all in day one in the new year as well. So think about, how do you want to use your time, not just to finish strong and hit your goals, but to recharge, to spend time with the people that you love, the people that keep motivating us as business owners to do better. And then the second question is thinking about, where do you want to be day one? Because what we do first matters, and what you do on how you are set up for success when you start your business, you start work that first day after the New Year's. It does make a difference. Do you want to come in and feel like, oh my gosh, I haven't touched anything and looked at things for a few weeks, and now I'm just starting to work on my business plan and think about my goals, or I haven't talked to anybody. I got to get my pipeline going again. I haven't made any dials in a few weeks. Or, do you want to be, what it would feel like to come in that first day and know, hey, I've already got my calendar full. I've got a lot of great clients and appointments lined up that I'm excited about. We have our plan in place. We have a team in place to execute it. And I feel confident of where our ability to execute on the vision that you've created. So think about, not just how do we finish this year, but how do you want to feel? What do you want to experience that first day of the new year? Because they certainly both go hand in hand, and it's not perfect, right? There's trade-offs of some things. But the last thing I'll leave you with is think about the land of the and versus the tyranny of the or. It's not that we have to necessarily choose that it's all, spending time and be present with my family, or what, I'm going to work my tail off every day I get a chance to. But how can you create that land of possibilities that get you where you want to be? So hopefully this gives you some time to just spend a couple of minutes reflecting on working on your business, not just in your business, and how you can be strategic as you go into the new year. We're always here to talk more about ways to help you with marketing and being strategic and consistent and adding value for your clients so that you can do what you do best. So, if you're interested in learning more, we encourage you to connect with us. We'd love to have a conversation to help you get off to the start that you want for the next year. Have a great day.